The Trump administration, racked by a series of prominent resignations, firings, and departures, has the highest level of first-year staff turnover of any White House in 40 years, according to a report on Thursday. President Trump has seen a 34% turnover rate of senior aides leaving the White House, The Wall Street Journal reported, citing figures from the Brookings Institution, which has kept a tally of comings and goings in past administrations. The analysis shows that 21 of the 61 Trump senior officials tracked have either resigned, been fired, or reassigned. President Reagan's administration, which had 17% of its senior aides leave during its first year in 1981, had the second highest rate of churn. Not only is the percentage double, the seniority of people leaving is extraordinarily high, said Catherine Dunn-Tempest, who did the number crunching for the Brookings Institution, which looked back 40 years. That's unprecedented to me. The first year always seems to have some missteps on staffing, often because the skills that worked well running a campaign don't always align with what it takes to run a government. In this case, it's a president with no experience in government and people around him who also had no experience, she added. Trump's turnover rate is 3 times higher than President Obama's 9% and President Clinton's 11%, the report said. A senior administration official told the newspaper that the high turnover rate shouldn't be chalked up to hiring blunders. Is it a mistake to have to fire people? You're asking, did he make a mistake in hiring them in the first place? You have to be more specific about people, the senior administration official said. I know we love to learn the more generic points of palace intrigue than the finer points of policy sometimes, but we have a really good team here. And we have a team that is very well managed by the Chief of Staff. The administration has seen a slew of notable departures, including National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, Press Secretary Sean Spicer, Chief Strategist Steve Bannon, Chief of Staff Reince Priebus, and Anthony Scaramucci, who lasted just over a week as the White House Communications Director. Dina Powell, the Deputy National Security Advisor, and Rick Dearborn, the Deputy Chief of Staff, have said they will leave the administration early next year. Dunn-Tempest said the high rate of turnover threatens to destabilize the White House. Every time there's turnover, they've got to hire someone new and spend time training them. And when you pull someone from one important position to another, there's this domino effect, she said. If past administrations are a guide, Trump's second year won't be much better. Reagan's turnover went from 17% in 1981 to 40% the next year, Dunn-Tempest said. 27% of Clinton's staff left in the second year, and President George W. Bush, who lost just 6% of his advisors in the first year, saw that rate jump to 27% the next year.